Good afternoon, Fenlanders. It is currently 7 o'clock in the morning. Yep, bang on 7 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I'm just going to say good evening, good afternoon, good evening. Because obviously you're watching this at night time, aren't you? So good start this morning. I was going to go do a live on Saturday and do some drilling, but me and Mrs. Farmer went out and enjoyed our weekend. So we went and had some beer, watched the rugby. Didn't really do a lot over the weekend. So I'm still half asleep today, getting up at 4 o'clock this morning, having my dippy soldiers for breakfast, dippy eggs and soldiers for breakfast. Just thought I'd crack on and try and get some moisture, capture some moisture. Obviously over here Friday, it went fine until it dried out. That gives you some idea how easy working our soil is. It just would not flow through the drilling discs. The drilling discs kept getting blocked up. There wasn't enough bite to them. I managed to drill 3/4 of the field fine, and then I'm guessing it just dried out and then wouldn't have it. I'm now on the small field over here. We'll see if there's enough moisture in this field. Gives you some idea, folks, of how easy working my soil is. Any like little bit of straw, nothing major, just a little bit of straw, and it just would not go through the drill. So that is what I'm dealing with. It's great because I don't suffer with too much compaction issues. Now I'm just going to have a go and see what happens here with the drilling discs in the ground. If it starts bugging up on me, then I'll stop and just I'll lift my lift the drilling discs out and cultivate the field with the front set of discs, and then it seems to have worked over there. So that's what I'll do. That's what I got to do. That's what I'll do. But that looks like it's going okay. So trying to go crossways to the way I drilled it last year. So I thought I'd give that a try on this field. We had a fun weekend, but we're just suffering a little bit now. Great fun to watch a rugby, met some new friends, sold a couple of t-shirts actually while I was in the pub, which was awesome. I think, anyway, so they're going to order some today, I think they said. So yeah, they were like, oh, you had that t-shirt on yesterday, that hoodie on yesterday. I was like, no, I've got loads of them. I know. Joys of having 5 different t-shirts of Fenland and stuff, and people spotting you out in the same colour t-shirt but a different one. So yeah, always representing even when I'm in the pub. Alright, there's no fan on. Great thing with this drill is you can just turn it off on the control box. I turned the fan off, you don't need that running while I'm just buggering about. But it looks like it's actually going okay, you know. Yeah, so Grumpy Grandad started on my muck trailer. The lights were all flashing. We were like, oh, what on earth's going on there? So the more we investigated the lights on the new Larrington, the muck trailer, the more we found that stuff was wired up by what seemed like a monkey. Like me, I could have wired it up better than that, and I'm rubbish at electrics. Yeah, so I was like, all right, okay, but so Grumpy Grandad just said, no, the lights are all crap. The junction box was all wired up wrong, so I'm going to get some new wire and I'm going to start rewiring the whole trailer. So he put new lights on the Larrington, and yeah, I left him doing that. We graded some spuds Saturday afternoon as well, and then yeah, yesterday I get my genes from my mum, I think, which is annoying because my mum can live on like 2 hours sleep every night, and my nan was the same. My mum's mum, she was the same. Mum was up ironing the other morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. She said, doing the dishes, filling the washing machine up, filling the dishwasher up, and yeah, Dad sleeps through all of it. So I am starting to become like my mum when it comes to sleep, and those of you that will know me know that I need like 14 hours sleep every day to function, otherwise I get cranky. Alright, I know. So yeah, I'm going to do some filming. I'm going to move you lot around so you can watch all the stuff going on. Anna, Grumpy Grandad and Nutty Nana are going to do some potatoes. I've still got about 18 or 14 ton of potatoes to grade. Well, I'd say I have. They have. I'm going to try and get my drilling done today, and then we're off to Yams. So if anyone wants to come and see me, we are at Yams. I'll be on the series machinery stand. It is well out of my jurisdiction up there. I might get a nosebleed. I'm going to take my passport just in case. No, it'd be interesting to go and see people from Yorkshire, and we're going to go to the cattle market in York, I think, on Thursday with Martin. And then we are going to go to a farm sale. There's a farm sale, online farm sale, Friday up that way. Martin said, oh, if you're not busy Friday, we'll go and have a look at that. So I'm going to go and help my good friend Martin out on Series Machinery stand at the Yorkshire show at Yams. Come and say hello, I'll be there all day. Come and buy a grain pusher. Or a mould drainer, might be more useful this time of year. Right. That went okay then, we'll just drill this field the wrong way. Oh no, my T-pipe's come off. Oh dear. I'm going to have to get a new, Anna noticed it the other, well I noticed it the other day, Anna put it back on for me, it just fell off again, so I'm going to have to get another Jubilee clip and put that back on. We are drilling. Pesky bugger. Yeah, I kind of always feel guilty going out at 4 o'clock in the morning, in case anybody's still sleeping and a light sleeper and you get some little arsehole like me. A fool trundling around, clonking around at 4 in the morning with a drill on. They're not the quietest things to take down the road. They do rattle and clonk and roll about, make a lot of noise. There we go, all is well in the world of drilling. See if we can get this field drilled. Yeah, I got a lorry in the yard and he was like, where are you? I was like, I'm not here. I'm drilling already. Nah, he's going, you must be still asleep or partying somewhere. Like, no, I've been out here since 5 o'clock this morning. Yee, joys of adulting. But yeah, I'm having 4 days off now, so I'm going to try and do some filming and send it all to Anna for her to edit. I might not be able to see too much of the show because I'll be working for Martin, but I have fun working for Martin. Helps him out and gets me away for a little while, doesn't it? We just go and have fun. Last time at Cereals, I was there, Cereals, I was helping him out, so yeah, it was all good fun, it really was. The crows are about early this morning. Come to look for my, look at that, I don't know if you lot can see all them. See all them crows up there? And then we'll just get out. Now it's daylight, I can nearly get away without my, I don't want that. Put my headlights on to turn my screen down. Yeah, still need lights on at 7 o'clock in the morning. But we're not far off now, guys. You know, it's getting lighter in the evenings now as well, and it makes you feel a bit happier about life. Winter has gone behind us, hopefully. Hopefully spring is coming. Yeah, I don't like drilling this field this way, but that's the way I'm going to have to do it. That was the other thing I was going to say. Somebody did notice that I've not got my covering harrows in the ground. I've still got to go back to the field where I had them in the ground, and there's a little bit of stubble there. And it'll just give you some idea of how little bite there is to my soil. I mean, people can't plough this, well, they can try and plough this sort of soil, but they're used to furrows and stuff lining up and matching up and stuff, but my soil just won't let you become a world champion plougher. It just doesn't strike, it doesn't fold over, it just doesn't, it's got no bite to it. So where somebody said, oh, you haven't got your covering harrows in the ground. No, you're right, I can pretty much do away without them. I really probably don't, I just don't need them. The soil after the drill wheels is not that compact. Yeah, it's just really sometimes just to break up a little bit of the compaction, but the crust on the surface, I guess. But with the amount of straw and stuff I'm dealing with, and trying to do as little tillage as possible, they just don't work. No, they just they're same as what the, I mean, if the discs won't keep turning with a slight bit of straw, then I haven't got really much chance of getting the covering harrows to let all the straw out. They just keep dragging up. So.
Morning, guys. It's a grumpy. So, what were you just saying? So basically, we had a little bit of an issue with this. So the bags weren't going on properly, and then they kept ripping the other day as well, didn't they? So, were you saying these arms here were going over there?
For some reason, the first bag, this paddle caught over the top of this. Yeah. It was bending that down.
Just causing havoc.
That's probably why this one's side's bent, because it's probably done it before.
Right.
And I think that all this was out of line here.
Yeah.
It was going in too far, so when these bags, it was in together, it was catching on that.
Right.
So it was over the top, then I had it underneath, it was coming up and banging on it.
But like you said, that's not kind of going on quite far enough.
It's not going on quite far enough now.
So something's not quite right.
I've got to adjust it, but I'll adjust it a little bit. I've got to do it a bit more.
Shall we have a go then?
I've got to try and find a way, see if I can find a way of marking it,
yeah.
so we know where it's got to go back to.
Yeah, good idea.
We get it right.
Alright, cool. Doing a bit of grading this morning. Daniel's out drilling. We're doing a bit of grading. Wearing my nice fleece today, but I don't want to get my cuffs get all like kerfuffly when I've got potatoes. So I need to try and like tuck that up so it don't go on my nice fleece. Also, bought myself a new bag, just the same, like pretty much exactly the same pink bag, because I noticed that my work bag was disgusting. So I was like, if I get another one, I can then just rotate it, put the other one in the wash. Like literally, girl problems on a farm. What are you gonna do, hey? Dad and Daniel still don't really know what they're doing, I think, with this. So they just come and push all the buttons. And it just reminds me of on Elf, where he gets in the elevator and just like pushes all the buttons. Just like, la, 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 la. May have sorted it out, maybe not. It went wrong again. It was ripping the bags again, but Dad hadn't tightened these screws up quite because he thought he had to adjust them. So we've just tightened them. Dad's tightened them all up to see if that actually helps. But yeah, we tried again a minute ago, and yeah, Dad said being an ASS. But tightened all them screws up now, so that might help. But now it's not resetting. Look at little face.
Why are you being annoyed?
Maybe you need to be the machine whisperer.
You see the problem?
You can see the problem. Ah. Shouldn't be doing that. I think we need an exorcist of this, like an omen or something.
Now turn into a beautiful morning outside. Oh yeah, Bernstein does not flow very well when it comes to being nearly empty. You know, my old one used to work down from the front and leave seed at the back of the drill. This one works down from the back and leaves seed at the front of the drill. We're getting there. Stuck. A couple more ends and then we'll go and fill up. I just adjusted my seed in a little bit from where I was over botany. Probably, in all honesty, could do with rolling. It is that dry here now, it's unbelievable, isn't it? So we're now on the field where it was all rocking up before, but we're pretty good. The only trouble with this drill is being so wide, turning around on the head a little bit of a mission. I'm not going to lie, come on tractor, straighten myself up, get it from one hit, there we go. So we're nearly finished. That's all the gleam planted out then. I'll go on the skyfall in a second and we'll get that. I know. We'll get the skyfall drilled up, get this field caught up, be just a block in the middle here and the headlands and stuff. Get that done, and yeah, then we should have enough seed, I hope, to move on to the sugar beet field I was on the other day. So, fingers crossed, we'll go out and have a little sit in the drill in a minute and move some seed around. But it looks like I'm nearly out one side. I have adjusted it back to where I had it, because you can adjust metering units from side to side, so hopefully that hasn't run out there. If not, you'll see it. Not the only one, I don't think, that has strips across my field, because I noticed 2 or 3 strips across somebody else's field the other day, so that hadn't been drilled. Oof. Yeah, look, it just all hangs up in the back there. Yeah, I'm just going to have to keep doing that every end now until I'm out. So, woo, lucky me.
What have you done this time? It's not happy, is it?
Thing is a very, very fine line.
Right. Was it working fine for a long time?
Yeah.
It's now much later in the day. It was working fine.
Lost the sucker again.
Oh, for goodness sake. Lost a little sucker. One of the little red things that goes on the end of the thing that grabs the bags. On there. Lost one at the front, but
I'll put that on in a minute.
just found that in the hopper.
They're very delicate.
Oh, right, okay.
There's one on there with a lump of it, but still working.
Right. Yeah, so when we're losing them, they must be going in the bags, because Dad just said go check the hopper where he's just tipped that ripped bag in. And it was in there. Just to update you guys, been meaning to tell you that we have our UTV discount. The code is still the same, Fenland. However, I did speak to them at UTV. They're so sweet, bless them. And I just said, I feel like if you spend, because what our code was before, if you spend £300, then you get 5% off. But they've lowered it very kindly for us now. So actually, you guys only have to spend £100 to get 5% off. Hope that works out a little bit better. They do so many amazing lights. We've obviously kitted out the combine. Dad's got his UTV head torch, which he has on most of the time. And loads of different bits. So go check them out. I will leave a link in the description so you guys can just have a browse through all of their bits. Go check them out. Their customer service is amazing. If you have any questions, they're really good, so just let them know. But yeah, we'll carry on with today.
Yeah, so we're all sorted now on the seed rate. Now we know what we're doing. We're on that. That seems fairly bang on now. So I'll get a camera wired up in here so I can see in the bottom of the tank. Apparently I can run it straight off the screen here. So how you do that, I have no idea. And I'm not clued up with that. Somebody said you got a cab cam camera, you can plug them into the tractor somewhere. Goes straight onto the screen, so we'll have some of that, I think. Dogs are over the summertime of this one. So, Grumpster's here. Not even the mighty JCB can lift 2 ton up here. So I do like wearing a hoodie. Keeps that wind off your neck sometimes, doesn't it? Oh. I don't know where you lot got to. Sorry. Probably switch off again in a second. But yeah, we've just put 2 ton in the drill. Back to the field we go. So that's all the seed I've got anyway. So yeah, I thought I'd turn the GoPro on. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But yeah, you won't get much more than 2 ton in there. Don't know if you can see. It's right up above the tank there. So she got a fair bit in, boy. Final push then, Fenlanders. Off we go for the final push then. Yeah, I've got 3 ends that I didn't do here, so I just ran out of seed and then just never got back. So it was ages ago when I was last out here drilling. pretty successful on this drill now. Pretty happy with it. Apart from, I'm digging in one side a little bit more than I'd like. So yeah, I just got to figure that out. Once I figure that out, I'll be away. But my other 4 meter, that does the same thing. So I just got to go take a leak, and then I'm probably going to have a little siesta. And then I'm going to crack on with some potato orders we got to do. So I got to go for a pee. Oh, sorry ladies and massive drivers, that's the wrong toilet. Just kidding, just kidding. Go around the other side so people can't see me on the road. Yeah. Turn the drill box off. Get back to the farm. I'm going to see what chaos is going on there. Crumpster sounds like he's not getting on very well there today, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe they need some help. Well, I know they need some help, but... And then, so when I come back from Yorkshire, I will get on the sprayer. First job is to get on the sprayer, and then I've got to get the sugar beet and potato fields tilled around. Also got to get the field over hot coil pulled around as well. Anna's hole here is drying out. Awesome now. A couple more days and we'll be able to get through there, no trouble at all with whatever tool we want. So yeah, went out there, done a little bit, moved it around the other day, but no point getting too close to it. We don't need it just yet for another couple of weeks, so we'll go and see what chaos is going on in the shed.
So guys, we've just come up Lee Farm. I'm here with Simon. He's just going to take a... From Defra, sorry, from Defra. That's quite a big thing I should really add in there. He is going to take a few of the... So these are seed potatoes? Yeah. Yes. And he's just going to take them off and just test them over. But he can explain a little bit better than I can.
So what we have, we get a lot of seed in from the Netherlands. Yeah. And we're checking for 2 key diseases we're concerned about, brown rot and ring rot. But what we do nationally is we always make sure we take 1 sample to go to the lab from the first combination of variety and grower. And we keep a national spreadsheet. So when I saw you had some Babylon seed coming in, I thought great. But what I then checked is this number 51214. Now this hasn't been sampled by anybody else in the UK yet. Okay. So that triggered me to say I need to go and grab a sample. Yeah. So then.
And that's because of where they've come
from?
It's
just purely who's grown it and where.
They have these diseases on the continent we don't have.
Yeah, so you were...
we're trying not to have.
Yes, yeah. So you were explaining a little bit to me in the car, because obviously this is quite new for me, isn't it?
Yeah. So then I'm going to collect 100 tubers.
Gold nuggets?
Yes.
Gold nuggets this year?
Yeah.
But just off camera, Simon was just saying that next time perhaps we could do the tests that he's going to take them off to do. Maybe we could do that next time here. So that would be really cool for you guys to see.
He'll show. We can have a potato and show you what you do.
What
when we get in the daylight.
What the process would be if when he takes them off, because yeah, it'd be really interesting to see it.
We do this on the seed potatoes, but apparently there are some. And Simon might put me right, but there was a lot of trees coming in from the continent, and they're not getting tested or anything. They're just coming in with root balls on, with dirt on, and they're not getting any checks done whatsoever.
Would the trees
going on to landscaping places
potentially spread
to
crops?
Yes.
Yes,
of course.
right. That's area. Okay, cool. Yeah. So it spreads very quickly then.
He hasn't put me right, so it's...
well, he's counting. Let him count.
He's thinking of the answer. Diplomatic answer.
Let the poor man count.
There are key species, as in anything, plants, fruit, trees, whatever we do, that are higher risk than others. And so there are high risk trees that when they're imported, we do check, but it's all on a scale, and because of, as in everything in life these days, money and staff, we're not necessarily checking everything. We're doing what we think are the highest risk plants that could spread disease. So there are a lot of, as you say, a lot of nursery stock and trees coming through our borders that are not getting stopped and checked. And we don't always get notified. I mean, if I get notified, say, that a garden centre in my area has received some trees, I will actually go in and inspect them. But we don't always hear if we've had the...
It was a
and then it's done then, isn't it?
I think I heard this from, that they don't... they know that they're coming in on lorries going straight to site, not through, and they're not
Yeah,
stopping
the
anywhere.
landscaping thing is-
They're not stopping anywhere to be checked. So,
Yeah, I mean,
but there's certain varieties you are definitely still.
if you're really concerned about ones, they will be stopped at the point of entry.
Okay.
The argument always has been something like a big tree.
I'm right and I'm wrong.
No, you're more right than
right.
wrong. You're definitely more right than wrong. But the argument also has been with something like a big tree. If you come on, say, through Harwich, it's a roll-on, roll-off place. You open up the back of that lorry. What sort of credible inspection can you do of lots of trees stacked up inside the back? Is it better to let them get to where they're going to and inspect them there in situ?
Yeah.
But the problem then is, if you then do find a problem, it's suddenly
It's on site.
It's on site.
And then it's then retracing your steps, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Have you got the right
I've
number?
got what I need.
Yep, excellent.
Amazing.
So yeah, then to go back to these potatoes. So
Yeah.
because there are two diseases, brown rot and ring rot, that we worry about.
Brown rot and ring rot, did you say?
That's right.
Right, okay.
They're both what's classed as a latent disease. So you could actually cut the heel end, and if it was quite heavily infected, you'd see. You can't really see on this photo, but there's a vascular ring. You start getting a breakdown of that vascular ring,
Right.
and the rot develops, and eventually the whole potato will collapse. Yeah.
And this is what the previous man used to do.
Yeah.
But you've changed that system now.
Yeah. So because it's a latent disease, it's very rare that it will show those symptoms. If it's showing those symptoms, we've got a serious problem.
Yeah.
It's heavily infected.
When you say latent, do you mean it's kind of when you see the signs, it's already
It's
in?
present. It could be present, but it's not showing symptoms.
Right. Okay.
So-
Yeah. Okay.
So instead of doing that, what happens now is you take a core out.
That's right. A tiny little core from the stolon
Okay.
end where
About
it's
how
been,
deep?
half a centimetre max, probably
About
about
5 millimetres. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 millimetres. Yeah. We take those cores, we put them in a buffer solution, and so it starts breaking that, the potato down. In with an ice pack straight. So if I do that this afternoon, I'll courier it tonight, so it's with the lab tomorrow morning, and they can then, by that time, it's become like a soup when it gets to the lab tomorrow morning, and they can literally plate that out and check for the disease.
Okay.
So you've got a turnaround time of 2 days from
That's
sampling
great,
to diagnosis.
That's what I said to her. I said if they find anything like that, it will really hit the fan.
Heaven forbid, yeah.
That's when it hits the
But
fan.
still, better to find it now.
Yes, before it goes in the ground.
In the ground, yeah. And
Yeah.
that's why. And at this time of year, there isn't that pressure.
No.
But people who buy seed just pre-planting, and we're saying, well, I'd advise you not to put it in the ground until you've got the results.
What would those, if you had that in your potatoes and you put it in the ground, what would be the implications? Would the soil then be completely unusable for one?
No, it wouldn't necessarily be unusable.
Right.
It would just, you'd be concerned. There's not really a lot we could do on a field other than just say, right, don't grow on there for a good few years. I'm not sure how many, at least 5 I would suggest to try and make.
Which is a normal rotation.
Yeah. In fact, we may even go the opposite way and say crop again.
Right.
To try and, if there is any infection there, soak it up, for want of a better term, and then destroy it. Destroy those spuds. Yeah.
Spuds,
Yeah, and anything grown on infected land would be destroyed. Which
is what I mean by
and the implications, like I know that you'd obviously catch it before it were to get to consumer, like you just couldn't eat, like if what?
It's not. Yeah, I mean it's.
Could you
It's
eat?
not a risk to humans in terms of. You just wouldn't eat it. It's just a rot. It's
Right,
just a disease of potatoes. The crop would not grow.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty.
I mean, this grower number on here is a number I recognise from other years. So we've had this before.
Yeah.
We've had them before.
Oh, cool. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
And a good advert for Brown & Co as well.
I should have put my agriculture on, shouldn't I?
Yeah, they only.
Amazing. So so we won't hear anything if it's.
No news
I'll
is
let
good
you
news.
know either way. But
Okay,
yeah.
No news is good news.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
I mean, and desperate looking for some wood. We haven't had to find
Touch
it
wood.
for a
There's
long,
plenty over there. Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
Not through this.
But did you say that it's kind of on the continent? It's
I think it's pretty much under control.
Right.
And because it's seed, it will be checked really rigorously. It's been checked the other end anyway. They wouldn't send it out unless it's been
what
checked.
I'm saying is you said that they have it in other places at the moment, so it's just...
On the continent, really, not here.
The problem part with the disease as well is it can be spread via water.
Oh,
so if it's grown in, especially in countries like Holland where it's flat, and they share the irrigation water, so you might have a farm 10 miles away with a problem, but if they all dip into those same irrigation dikes, that's how a disease will spread.
Which is what we do around here a lot.
As well. So, and it was a problem upon the...
I don't know how bad it is on the continent. I haven't heard
I think it's a lot
it.
better.
I think it is a lot better,
Certainly the seed area is kept well away from any known previous outbreak areas. So
it sounds like it's just one of those things that everyone's hot on anyway, because of the implications.
Definitely.
Amazing. Thank you so much for the chat.
Thank you.
Right, I'll go and see what chaos is consuming them lot. Cheers, Fenlanders. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to our channel. It really help us out. Pushing 4,000 now. Pushing 4,000. It's unbelievable. Cheers, guys.